Finally, we come to the end. It's the last match of Gasbbuteo League 2025, that being the Champions Cup final. Two teams in it tonight, NAC Breda and the Reytons. Who will be victorious? Yes, hello and welcome back to Gasbbuteo Tabletop Football, where we're just prepping for the Champions Cup final. Going to get the Fox's Glacier Mint off the pitch. Got the old scoreboard set up. Of course, NAC Breda are the home side. And that was born on the basis that they were the first team to secure themselves a place in the top two. They finished second, and of course with Gasbbuteo League, it's not if you finish top whether you win it or not. I mean, although that is a level of status that people like to gain, it's whether you get in the top two and then you battle it out in the Champions Cup final, which is where we are now. So it is a Thursday night. Going to put the scoreboard on there ready to go. You don't usually see this angle, do you? I've realised that. I've got a lovely Subbuteo retail price list from 73-74 up there. And a random, nothing to do with me really, but Bristol Rovers versus Dundee from, when was that? 30th of July 1980, little programme. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't think I've ever shown you this wall before. It's where the back of the camera is normally placed. Also, it's where the heater is. So I'm trying to warm the room up so we don't have any problems with the pitch. Now, I am drinking a couple of beers tonight. It is Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday night. I'm drinking, I've got two here. One called Hog's Back Shadow of the Hog, hazy IPA. And another one, Iron Pear Keller Queen, a Germanic style lager beer. Kind of like the sound of that one. So I'm going to be cracking on with them. Obviously, they're not sponsoring, just letting you know what I'm drinking. As mentioned, we've got NAC Breda and the Reytons on the pitch. But before we get into the match, let's take a look at how they got here. Okay, so we already know what the table is. Reytons came top of the table with 19 and NAC Breda came in second with 16, although it was fairly close right up until the final match. Now, the Reytons, of course, as you can see there, won an astonishing, fair play to them, 6 games out of 9, drawing 1 and losing 2. We'll take a look through the results in a moment. NAC Breda took a little bit of a different route, so 4 solid wins, no arguments with that, and then 4 draws to bolster that up, and just 1 loss. Now, if we tap over to the fixtures and results, there's quite a lot to look through here, but we'll just pick out some highlights. So there we have the Reytons actually losing their first match against Crystal Palace. Of all teams. I mean, Crystal Palace did do quite well, and for 3/4 of the tournament, they looked like a bit of a favourite, but that dropped off, and the Reytons are obviously getting warmed up there. If we move down the table, of course, Reytons again getting their first win against Le Havre, so that was quite good. Le Havre weren't having a good time of it, so, it's nice to get a win against a team that's perhaps struggling, just to set you on the way. Now, at this point, of course, we didn't know anything about NAC Breda because they only came in as Mystery Team 2 at match 20. So onward we go down the table. Now, where was Reytons? Is that Reytons' third match? You have to excuse me if I miss any on the way. Another win, so 2-1 against the Bows. And then as we scroll down, another win there against last year's champions, Chigwell Town, 3-2. Very convincing. And then this is where, match 20, bear in mind we're almost halfway through it by here, NAC Breda storm onto the scene. Although it was a bit of a quiet storm, first match they had, a 2-2, a draw. Reytons again, just quietly notching up the wins, getting the sort of less competent teams out the way. So that's a win against Norwich. And then as we move down, we get to see NAC Breda appearing again, having a very convincing win against Mangotsfield there. NAC Breda getting a draw against Palace. At this stage, I think NAC Breda were doing quite well. but, you know, it wasn't sort of assured that they were going to be in the final. I think this was the first inklings we were getting it after they had that draw. So there we see, of course, the Reytons and NEC Breda playing each other in the league, where NEC Breda took a win there at 2-1. So that was, of course, one of Reytons' losses. The other one being the first game they played against Palace. And then as we move down the table, astonishing win by NEC Breda against Norwich. Reytons getting a great win, 3-0 against Dogwood. Of course, both these teams sort of getting into the top bit of the table, playing the bottom bits of the table by there. And let's see, and then we're getting towards the end of the matches. NEC Breda getting a win there, then a draw against last year's champions. And then, of course, in the final matches, we had this astonishing Le Havre performance, 4-2, giving NEC Breda their only loss of the tournament. And then finally, the Reytons getting a win against Bristol Rovers, putting us where we are today. NEC Breda, the home team. Let's get on with it. Okay, the heater has been on for a while. We're just about touching 10 degrees centigrade on the thermometer. I've got 10 minutes on the clock. Gotta crack on because I'm a little bit behind schedule this evening. Earlier on, I don't like bringing politics into Gasbbuteo, but I just got to say, earlier on, we don't have live TV in our house, so I was watching the YouTube news, the sort of catch-up news, nothing live in our house. And I'm not going to say anything, because it's not what this is about. I'm just going to tell you, the date today is the 5th of February, and there's been a lot of news about someone I'm not even going to mention, because, well, let's just say that's enough of it. You know what the date is. You can see what's happening in the news. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's not sully Gasbbuteo with that filth. Straight away. NEC Breda. Oh, you've got to remember, the advantage here for these teams is that Reytons have the weight advantage, but without doubt, NEC Breda have the accuracy advantage. Oh, that is still their ball, but I think that did glance off a Reyton, and that goes out, so it's a throw-in to NEC Breda. This Reyton is going to slide on. It looks like they're currently sliding okay, because we've just about hitting 10 degrees. We were having a conversation about this on the Gasbbuteo private chat, where it was mentioned that, well, the question was, does the cold affect Buteo playing? And a couple of people were agreeing that it does, and 10 degrees seems to be the sort of mark where it changes. Oh, look at that beautiful ball by NEC Breda. They're gonna, surely not. They went for a little side swipe, but it was a little bit too far. So it goes to the Reytons keeper. Now remember, this is the final of Gasbbuteo League 2025, even though we're in February 26. And as such, there has to be a winner. So if we end up with a draw at the end, this is a throw-in to NEC Breda. They're going to say this fella's going to do the throw-in. Then we have to have some sort of extra time. Do they want to move anyone else? I think they want to keep everyone there. And then if that... Oh, that was poor. That was very poor. If that results in no win, it goes to penalties. Simple as that. Penalties are probably a little bit different to what you're used to, as I'm sure you can imagine. It's Gasbbuteo. Right, let's move in there, because NEC Breda, they can't score from there. What they can do is get the ball down there. He's got one more flick on the ball. You know what? I'm going to move that keeper across because I don't trust them. Oh, it was a good job I did. That would have surely have been a goal had the goalkeeper not been on point there. Right, so stand him up. So what to say about the accuracy of these Raptor base figures. score. I just realised I haven't eaten much today. Just realised I was a little bit hungry. Right, the Reytons. I don't think there's going to be a lot of, let's say, faffing about. I was going to say something else then. Oh, he's missed it. Come on, lads. Right, NAC Breda now returning the compliment. Got to be careful here. You can't leave NAC Breda open. Oh, another great save by the Reytons. But it is, of course, a corner. That gives this chap an opportunity for the Reytons to run up and get into the centre circle. And of course, it means they've got another defensive flick. I think this guy's going to take the corner for NAC Breda. He's going to move there. And he's going to move just a little bit into space. They've got a lot of options. Oh, too far. Too far. Too far. Give it away. Reytons. Which one's that? I did remember who they all were. Remember? I think that was Joe then. Right. Oh, tap. He's only got one more flick on the ball. Right. So it means it moves to one of the other players. And I think this one is this one Johnny? That one is Johnny, yeah. But he's not going to take it. Oh, God. Deflected a little bit by NAC Breda. Which means it's now a corner to the Reytons. 5:15 left. Hey, less of the argy-bargy. You know what? Johnny's going to move back into a defensive position, leaving two players up there. But they can move one more. He can go on here, whoever that is. And that's quite good having him there. It's like a little sort of buffer if the ball sort of glances that way. That wasn't too great. Can they get to that? No. It's a little bit cold here. A little bit of chill in the fingers. He's missed it. Well, it is. I think it's just about 10 degrees now. It's a bit slow warming up. That goes out. So that's a throw in to the Reytons. He's going to stay there because he's properly in the way, being a right old nuisance. That guy's sliding down. And they probably want to get someone back there. So, this guy can take the throw in. But I'm going to have to do it from round there. 0-0. Right, thrown in, ball. Reytons. I do think in this, to be fair, they're going the wrong way a little bit. Oh, and he didn't quite touch that ball. I mean, that was a huge mistake by NAC Breda. Who's this behind the ball? Looks like Jamie Todd. Jamie Todd for the Reytons. Oh, what a save by NAC Breda. So that is now an NAC Breda ball. Although it did bounce off that Reytons figure. So what does that mean? I suppose possession was given away first and they didn't have opportunity for a flick. So, I don't know what I was doing with him then, but this means that this now is an NAC Breda ball. Ooh, another great save. God, the Reytons keeper is earning his money today. Golden ticket for him. So that came off, so that's a corner now to NAC Breda. Right, they are moving forward. They're everywhere. They're here, they're there. Every flipping where. What are the Reytons doing? They're going to move down. Have they got anyone on there? Yeah, this guy's on the side. Now he's going to run on there. Right, now, NAC Breda. Quite a lot of Reytons blocking that. So really, NAC Breda need to get the ball somewhere in that square. That's the only chance they... Oh, that was way overpowered. And that would have gone out. So that's a throw into the Reytons from there. Right. Right, he's moving forward. He's moving. He's going to stay there. He's moving forward. This guy's taking the thing. And they see quite keen to keep a lot of their players up there. They're looking for the first goal. What I want to do is just sort of glance the ball off him. That was good. That was good. And they see keeper coming across. Reytons now. Oh! Just wide. So that's now a goal kick to NAC. Oh, it's starting to stick. Come on, you're meant to be warming up. Reytons going to do anything else? I think that guy's going to move back out the way. And I think they're going to get a couple of players in that middle channel. He's a bit awkward there, but that's just the way it is. Oh, perfectly done. Absolutely perfect by NEC Breda. All the Reytons can do is get their keeper in position. Oh, what a goal. What a goal to NEC Breda. Just 50 seconds left on the clock, although we will have stoppage now. NEC Breda opened the scoring. NEC 1, Reytons 0. Oh, what a goal. Okay, so we've got 50 seconds plus 1 goal to be scored. So that's 30 seconds going to be added on that. Will give us 1 minute 20. Shall I add that on now? May as well. Obviously quite disappointing going into the second half and giving a goal up. But with 1 minute 20 left. 2 minutes 20. Let's clear that. Technical difficulties as ever in Gasbbuteo. Wouldn't be the same without them. So 1 minute 20 on the clock. Reytons have the ball. And then we're going into half time. So Johnny's taking control there. Ooh, they went for a shot. It came off. So they have got a corner. Now, they're all going to move forward. Well, 2 of them can move forward and 1 can take the corner. And you see Breda going to stay pretty much where they are because that's quite a good defensive sort of formation. The only real chance he got to get to this guy. There's no point. I suppose if you can get the ball there, might be a chance. Oh, he did get the ball there. So this is an excellent chance. And the Reytons do have to take their chances in this. Running out of time. 36 seconds. Oh, tough one. Oh, just went wide. Just too wide. So that's now a goal kick. NAC Breda keen to get it done. Reytons running up. See the speed he ran out there. Ooh, brilliant ball on for them. Let's move the keeper. There's no one's messing about now. Breda. Oh, he's missed it. I was lucky, really. If he'd got a little touch on that, that could have been a devastating goal. And that's given away. So there we have it. Turn that horrible noise off. First half, we all know the score. Is everyone still awake? NAC Breda 1, Reytons 0. Just want to say, no shame if you fall asleep watching Gasbbuteo. I do. Okay, half time and just 10 minutes plus stoppage left to play in the entirety of Gasbbuteo League 2025. Just want to take this opportunity to say thank you for watching. If you've watched one match or you've watched all of them, thank you for coming along and sharing this with me. If you remember, I was talking a few matches ago, or if you didn't see it, I'll let you know now, about they're probably going to be what I was calling a lay year, I meant like a fallow year for Gasbbuteo League in 2026 because we've got the World Cup on. So the World Cup's going to be in the summer, so I'm going to be watching that. I'll probably be too busy to do World Cup plus household stuff that I've got to get done in the summer, plus do Gasbbuteo League. And then by the time that's all over and holidays are out of the way, it's going to be getting a bit late. So I think I'm almost certain now what I'm going to do instead is have later in the year a mini tournament I've got a couple of ideas of what that can be. It won't be as expansive as 45 matches, anything like that. More like a sort of 10 match kind of thing. And so don't worry, it's not going anywhere. It's just having a bit of a quiet year off when there's a World Cup on. And then we'll do something else instead. And it will also free up for a lot of the other Gasbbuteo projects. I'm getting stacked up now. I've got quite a lot of things I want to do, and I'm really sort of keen to get them done. So stay tuned for that. I've also been looking, I'm perhaps taking YouTube a bit more seriously than I used to. I've been looking at the analytics. Now, I don't know if you know anything about YouTube, but there's all sorts of stats that you can have a look at of like who watches your videos, where they watch their videos, what cities people watch your videos in. It's quite eye-opening when you work out. I was looking at, you can break down all sorts of stats, and one of the things I was looking at was the cities. So it says the cities where you've had the most views all around the world, and one of them, like number 3 watched city, was I'm sure it said it was in Senegal or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Right. So if you're from Senegal and you're watching this, hello. Bizarre, but there you go. But yeah, it's very interesting, the stats, and you can see which videos perform better. And it's certainly true that the videos that where I'm making things get a lot more watch time and a lot more views than Gasbbuteo League does. So it might be a good idea for the channel if we do have a fallow year or a late year. Anyway, shall we get on with the match? Okay, welcome back to Gasbbuteo Tabletop Football and the second half of the Gasbbuteo League Champions Cup final. I know I'm all, whenever I do these new sort of clips in, for you it's been literally seconds. And so I sound sort of really over enthusiastic, you know, like, hello, welcome back to Gasbbuteo. For me, it's been about 20 minutes. So I finished me other beer and I've started on this one, messing around, taking a few photos and all sorts of bits and pieces. And you'll notice you have changed camera angle. Now, why not? It's bound to get in my way. But hey, it's got final. We can do what we want. It's only a bit of fun. And you've got a lovely view over Bow's Corner there, which I know I keep saying it, but it is one of the upcoming projects. Anyway, shall we crack on? With you sat there, it does mean that I've got to walk all the way around here now. And I don't know if that's going to affect anything, but it does give me a much better range in this area of the pitch, which is quite interesting. So, where is the ball? Always a good start in a game of football. Got a couple of them down there. Reytons have the ball. I've immediately spotted a problem because you're exactly where I normally stand to do this. Shall we crack on? 10 minutes on the clock. It is 1-0. Reytons got everything to play for. Well, I mean, it's a final. Everyone's got everything to play for. Let's get on with it. I'll put the timer down there so you can see it. Ooh, bit of a move out of the way, referee. Oh, fell short there, the Reytons did. Luckily, so did NAC Breda. And this guy, and this does look like Johnny, is perfectly placed. Might as well take a shot. Oh, what a save! Punched away by the NAC Breda keeper. That is a throw-in now to the Reytons. He's going to take the throw-in. And they're going to send a man down that side and a man down that side. We've still got Johnny there. Should we go for him for a glory shot? It's going to take some skill to land it just about there. And that certainly wasn't the skill required. So, as I run around there, you can see why I don't put the camera there very often now. Because I've got to reach over. And it's the Breda. Oh, so another throw in. They're trying to have a tap on that and work it round. There's a throw in again to the Reytons. And they're going to send another couple of men down the pitch. And they see Breda, they like that wall, but they're going to move them two back. Oh, look at that, defensive wall. Now, I'm starting to think a new plan. If we can just tap it onto him. No. And he's missed it. Oh, come on, Reytons. Now, on the break. NEC Breda. You've got to be careful with these lot. Oh, God, great defensive stop there by the Reytons defender. Don't know who that was. Any Reytons ever watch this? Who's the best in defence? So, where's the keeper? Hey, we haven't swapped the keepers over. What's this? Amateur hour. Gonna have to add some stoppage for this, I think. So, I don't know who that keeper was. Was that the Reytons keeper just made a save for NEC Breda? Right, Reytons, come on. Crack on, stop messing about. Give it away straight away. All the Reytons players are down there. That's a bit of a mistake, I think. They could have moved to as well on that goal kick. Now, it's a keeper versus NEC Breda. Mano against Mano. Oh, he's missed it! What a clown! What a clown! That was a mistake. Oh my God, that was a mistake as well. Because it just sets it off. NEC Breda's second shot on goal. And they fluffed that one as well. What is going on? Nerves getting to him. Now it's a goal kick. And I think this is a good opportunity for him to slide back. Where did that other one go? He can slide back. It's getting a bit frantic now. And these two can come on into play. God, they're going everywhere. Come on, everyone. Get a grip. Right. Goal kick. Reytons. Let's control the ball. A lot of Reytons forward. They're looking for the equaliser. Keeper back on. Tap. Tap. If he wasn't blocked, that would have been beautiful. Oh my God, come on. You shouldn't be stumbling like that. Especially when you've got... Ooh. Ooh, did touch it. NEC Breda again. NEC Breda again. Keeper across. Oh my God. Skied that over the crossbar. So that is most definitely a goal kick now. And this time, we actually are going to get... Why are they going like that? Get some people back in defence. So they've got a very wide defence, but at least they've got some players in their half. Goal kick now to Reytons. Got a nice gap there. They can... Oh God, I thought he was going to mess that up then. Keeper on. Reytons. Oh, just didn't touch it. If you got on that ball... Oh, he didn't touch it either. The damp conditions getting to these players. A lot of stress. Reytons managed to steal that ball. Oh, God, come on. Unfortunately, fell short again. NEC Brit. What is going on? Tell you what. Right, he's passed it back. Oh, and he's missed that. Punted up. Another goal kick. Right. We go again. Reytons starting to get a bit stumbly everywhere. I'm not sure what's up with him. Goal kick. And you see Breda going to send a couple back down. They're looking like the team that's got it together a bit more, to be honest. Bit disappointing. Expected more from the Reytons. Come on. Referee, out the way. Better, at least you're touching the ball now. He's run out of flicks. This guy just... Yes, he can. Moving forward again. Keeper. Bit better football this time from the Reytons. Ooh, corner. Not corner, throw in. So that came off that fella. And you see Breda moving back. He's going to move into that position. Looks like Johnny's moving into that position. Throw in by this chap from here. Need really to get the ball there. It's a bit of a tight angle for Johnny to get the ball. Right, come on. Still their ball. That's going to be tricky to get to though. Can Johnny get down there without fouling? He can. Well done. Now, really could do with whoever that is running down. Right, don't mess it up. Oh, God, went straight into the TV tower. What are we on? 3 minutes. Let's get the ball out of that. That's a goal kick to NEC Breda. Reytons moving there. NEC going to move slightly further out. 1-0. Reytons really need to get something going here. Missed. Is this an opportunity for the Reytons? NEC just slid on by. Let's move that beer out of the way. Most time beer and football sometimes interferes. Oh my God! Another corner. At least they're trying. This guy coming on. Right, corner. Reytons. Let's move in there. Johnny's there. He's coming out. Oh, is that Johnny? Yeah, that's Johnny, the slightly fairer haired one. Right, corner. This guy needs to just tap it. Just tap it. Ooh, that's quite good. Tap. Oh, off the post. Off the post. That keeper's coming out to block it. Oh, and he's missed it. He's missed the ball. Right, where's their keeper? There he is. This is all going NEC Breda's way. Oh, they've missed it. They're not very good on these long-range shots today. Normally, they'd be piling them in. It'd be like 4-0 by now. Oh, God, missed that. They're going to have another go. Long-range shot. Thing is, they keep doing them. Eventually, they'll get one. Ooh, attacking the ref. He won't like that. Oh, beautifully moved forward. Got to be careful what I'm doing here. Oh, he's missed it. He missed it. Come on. I'm concentrating. Oh, dear. And that's out. That's a throw into the Reytons. Right, they're going to move in there. I know these are a little bit push shots, but we've got to get final done. He's going there and he's moving up. Tangling. So throw into the Reytons here. There's 30 seconds left. No one can move anywhere. Come on. Tap. Keeper, come across. You're running out of time, Reytons. Across. Oh. There was going to be a bit of stoppage, isn't there? Because faffed around a bit. Oh, brilliant save. That's now an NEC ball, though. Right, we did say, didn't touch it. It's a Reytons ball. There's a bit of faffing around with the goalkeepers and all sorts, so I reckon we must have 1 minute of stoppage time. And plus, it's a final, so we want some drama. That's a Reytons ball. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure they can do anything. I think they're out of luck. NEC Breda. Third flick on the ball. Keeper. Missed it. 44 seconds left. Pass forward. Goes to the feet of an NEC Breda player. Oh, throw in. Everyone's sticking everyone in the NEC Breda half. 30 seconds left to play. Woo, very, very far. There is, however, Reytons players here. Right in front of the goal. Who's that? I don't know who that is. It looks like Jamie Todd again. Oh, what a save! But it is a corner. Remember the rules of the corner. If the buzzer goes, we take the corner and then they've got one more flick and then that's the end of the game. 1-0. There's Johnny. Wondered where he'd gone. Better be careful here. So who's taking that corner? They might as well get a player down here. Oh God, choices. Remember, they got one more flick after this. I'm tempted to try and get it through there so it chips up, and then one of them could have a go at scoring. That didn't work. One more flick. Last flick of the tournament. Saved by the keeper. Well, disappointing for the Reytons fans. And it wasn't as high scoring as I thought. But NAC Breda finish the Champions Cup final 1-0. Well, devastating final for the Reytons. So close. I'll be honest, yeah, if this was anything but the cup final game, you would think that's a reasonable score to lose to NAC Breda, because although they didn't win as many matches as the Reytons, their accuracy is just always going to be all of the base types. Like I said in the game, Reytons being on their Image 2 bucket base, they've got the weight and the power, but the accuracy of those Raptor bases, just, I don't know, we kind of saw this coming, I think, from the start. But well done, nonetheless, to NAC. They are the champions of Gasbbuteo League 2025. Very, very soon their name will be on the cup, along with other big football giants like Mansfield United and Chigwell Town. Now NAC Breda. And of course, we're not going to have a 2026, so we're going to have to wait till 2027 until we find out who's going to be the next winner. Now, in the next Gasbbuteo League, both cup finalists do get automatic entry into that. So we will see NAC Breda again, and of course the Reytons. They will be in the next Gasbbuteo League. But it does all seem a very long time away. Devastating. Devastating for the Reytons. I had high hopes. Unfortunately, it just wasn't their day. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this tournament and this match. Stay tuned for all sorts of other jiggery-pokery. Because I know what's coming, I'm going to be honest with you, a little bit of silliness. If this isn't silly already. And yeah, I'll see you in the rest of 2026. Until then, best team in the world. Up the gas! And there we have both teams lined up for the cup presentation. Rich Goodwin, manager of the Reytons there, with Carl Hopkins, just having a little chat. Man from the FA has just turned up with the referee. And a couple of celebrities in the background. Don't know if you can see them on the camera, but we've got Jock McAndrews there, Di Davis and George Cross. We're all familiar with them. And, of course, the three Australians. They played some hand in this tournament as standing goalkeepers. You got, of course, Sydney Harbour there, and Shane Bendigo, and Logan Bogan. We haven't heard much from him lately. Is he retired? I don't know. Someone let me know in the comments. And here comes the cup, of course. This year's Gasbbuteo League champions 2025, NAC Breda. Well done. Should have learned that in Dutch, really, shouldn't I? But hey, it's the way it is. Anyway, see you next time. Out of gas.